السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. Welcome dear brothers and sisters. This is day 17 from the live streaming about Juz Amma during the month of Ramadan on Madinah Arabic Online Tuition Center. Today inshallah we're living with Surah Al-Ghashiyah. Let's read it first. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Al-Ghashiyah, one of the early revealed surahs, also one of the most beloved surahs to the Prophet ﷺ because of what includes from the admonition and reminders about the day of judgment and about the bounties, the many bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He bestowed upon His slave worshippers. That is why He ﷺ used to recite it with Surah Al-A'la, as we said yesterday. He used to recite it in Salat Al-Jumu'ah. Sorry. He used to recite it in Jumu'ah prayer and in Eid prayer. It starts with a question. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية? Has there reached you the report of the overwhelming event? And basically this is not a mere question, this is not a simple question just for questioning whether it reached the Prophet ﷺ or not. No. The purpose of the question here is confirmation. It means definitely the report of the overwhelming event will reach you. And Al-Ghashiyah is one of the names of Yawm al-Qiyamah, Al-Qiyamah Day. Why? Because it overwhelms, it covers everything and everyone. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that there are basically two teams, two parties on that day, as usual. And he started here with the loser team. وجوه يومئذ خاشعة. On that day, some faces will be humbled, will be humiliated. The faces, which means the owners of these faces, basically, they will be humbled, they will be humiliated because they were arrogant in dunya, in this life, and they refused to humble themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the good deeds and the acts of worship. That's why they deserve no honor on the day of judgment. They will be humbled, عاملة ناصبة, working hard and exhausted. When some scholars of tafsir said that this in dunya, they used to do some acts and some deeds in dunya, but they are not accepted because of no belief. But the most likely opinion is that this description is about something that will be on the day of judgment itself. يومئذ, يومئذ, that day. So they will be that day on a three situations. خاشعة, عاملة, ناصبة. They will work, they will be humbled, humiliated, and they will work and they will be exhausted and involved into that work. So, like for example, grabbing the chains and carrying the things that will jail them in, and submerging into the hellfire, and these things that will occupy them, and they will be very busy with that and exhausted out of this. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us about some of the descriptions of the punishment that those people will suffer. تصلى نارا حامية. تصلى نارا حامية. So they will deserve نار حامية. This nar, this fire, intensely hot. And in the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said that the highest and the most hot, the hottest hellfire, the hottest fire in dunya, just 1 part of 70 parts of the hellfire of Yawm al-Qiyamah. So you can imagine what is the hottest fire in dunya? Is it the one that melts copper, for example? Or is it volcanoes fire? Maybe. Or we heard about some countries that invented fire that reaches or even passes with many degrees the hot of the sun. Maybe. So what the top that the people will reach, this will be only 1 part of 70 parts of the hellfire. What about the kind of their drink? تسقى من عين آنية. They will be given drink from a boiling spring. Allahu Akbar. We know that we like the cold drink, but those people will drink from a boiling spring that will just go into their stomach and their intestines and start to blow it up. As for their food, ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع. They have no food but poisonous thorny plant. So whenever they are hungry, you'll be given this food to eat. لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع. But definitely the purpose of this food is not to feed them, it's to humiliate them, which neither nourishes nor avails against hunger. This is the first part or the first team. As for the second team, the team of the successful people, وجوه يومئذ ناعمة. Faces, and the owner of these faces that day will show pleasure, will live a pleasant life. لسعيها راضية. With their effort, they are satisfied. They feel full satisfaction and the gratefulness of what they have done in their first life. في جنة عالية. Where is their abode? It will be in an elevated garden. This means that those people, we know that Al-Jannah, it's only one Jannah, yes, but it is made up of many levels and degrees, and people will be there on different categories based on their righteousness and the strength of their iman. Those people will be in a high level of Jannah, an elevated garden. لا تسمع فيها لاغية. Some descriptions about this high rank of Jannah. لا تسمع فيها لاغية, wherein they will hear no unsuitable speech. So when you hear something in dunya that's unpleasant or something that's not suitable, and you hate this, yeah, but in Al-Jannah, now everything will be pleasant. Even the words that they will hear will be pleasant and very suitable, very satisfying speech. فيها عين جارية. As for the drinks, within it is a flowing spring like rivers. فيها سرور مرفوعة. Within it are couches raised high. وأكواب موضوعة, and cups put in place, just prepared and ready for them. ونمارق مصفوفة, and cushions lined up. وزرابي مبثوثة, and carpets spread around. So all these are different kinds of joy and amusement, entertainment for those people of Jannah. Second part of the surah speaks about the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the bounties Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made for us. أَفَلَا يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَى الْإِبِلِ كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ. Do they not look at the camels, how they are created, these camels, these beautiful camels, these powerful camels, these enduring camels, and how miraculous they are. So why do you not look at that? And this is something basically addressed, this discourse is addressed first and foremost to the Arabs at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, those who used to consider the camels as a very valuable money. Anyone who possesses or having any of these camels will be considered one of the richest people in that community. Look at these camels, how they were created. وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ رُفِعَتْ. Just look at the sky. How it is raised. وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت, and at the mountains how they are erected. وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت, and at the earth how it is spread out. فذكر إنما أنت مذكر. Now addressing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, remind, you are only a reminder. Don't destroy yourself for those people. Again, your message, your job is to convey, not to force people, not to weep over people because of their loss. لست عليهم بمسيطر. You are not over them a controller. إلا من تولى وكفر. And as for those who turns away and disbelieves, and it means that you give the message, you deliver it, and the accountability is upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for those who turns away and disbelieve, don't think that you will be similar and at the same rank of those who will come to you and believe in you. No. فَيُعَذِّبُهُ اللَّهُ الْعَذَابَ الْأَكْبَرِ. They will be punished. Allah will punish them with the greatest punishment, which is the punishment of the hellfire. إِنَّ إِلَيْنَا إِيَابَهُمْ. Indeed, to us is their return. ثُمَّ إِنَّ عَلَيْنَا حِسَابَهُم. Then indeed upon us is their account. So again, the surah is concluded with confirmation of the general theme of the whole juz about the concept of resurrection. So this is everything that, or most of the things that are related to this beautiful surah, Surah Al-Ghashiyah. التجويد. Yesterday we said that المد العارض للسكون can be prolonged for 2 or 4 or 6 counts. Yes. كذلك also المد اللين, if you stop at the letter after it. The second type of al-mad, the secondary mad due to sukoon, is al-mad al-lazim, and this is the longest and the strongest kind of mad. Original sukoon comes after a mad letter in a word or a letter. We will see it how in a letter, and this one is 6 beats only in all cases, like al-haqqa. This is mad letter alif followed by sukoon in qaf. So shadda basically is made up of 2 things: second sound and vowel sound. Haqqa, so qaf sukoon, qaf fatha, they are merged into each other and became just one emphasized letter, which is qaf with shadda and fatha. Haqqa, qaf. So qaf, you end it with a second sound, which is here. And this is one of the discrete letters. So the cut letters are at the start of some surahs. Why do we say original sukoon? And what's the meaning of original sukoon? Original sukoon is a part of the makeup of the word, present in stopping or continuation of reading, and not incidental, not something incidental. And it must be intrinsic in the makeup of the word itself. And this sukoon must be applied whether we stop or whether we continue. You apply the sukoon. So this is one of the most important conditions here. This mad lazim has 2 types: kalimi and harfi. Kalimi, as we said, in a word, and harfi in a letter, and we said in the discrete letter. And both has 2 types. either مثقل or مخفف. مثقل or مخفف. So we say مد لازم كلمي مثقل، مد لازم حرفي مثقل، مد لازم كلمي مخفف، مد لازم حرفي مخفف. What is مخفف and مثقل? مثقل if the mad letter is followed by a مشدد letter with shadda in the word, in one word. ولا الضالين. So followed by لام shadda extended for 6 counts. أتحاجوني مثقل. المخفف if the mad letter is followed by a second letter. So this is basically, the first one is sakin, but sakin merged into another letter and it turned to mushaddad. And this one is simply sakin in one exclusive word. And there is no more examples in the whole Qur'an for hafs except only one word, which is al-ana. It's repeated twice in one surah, Surah Yunus. الآن وقد عصيت الآن وقد كنتم. فالمد اللازم الحرفي said that it can be also مثقل or مخفف. مثقل if there is idgham after it, or if we can say like ألف لام. Listen, ألف لام ميم. So we say ألف لام ميم. So this is this idgham which needs 2 counts for the غنة. So this is مد لازم حرفي مثقل. But if there is no idgham after it, it will be مخفف, like ميم م. I don't say m. So if we say ألف لام ميم, لام is مد لازم حرفي مثقل, ميم is مد لازم حرفي مخفف. This exists in the letters that come at the beginning of some surahs, مد لازم الحرفي. All the discrete letters are 14. Not all the Arabic alphabet are discrete. No, just 14 letters. They are collected in the phrase نص حكيم قاطع له سر. These ones are divided in 4 categories. Al-alif, alif, from قاطع. This one has nothing. No mad. You just read it out. Alif, lam, mim. Alif, lam, ra. And then the 5 letters حي طهر, ha, ya, ta, ha, ra. They are extended for 2 counts. مد طبيعي. This is related to المد الطبيعي. ياسين, حاميم, like this. The other ones سنقص لكم, and if you add عين it will be نقص عسلكم. سنقص لكم, these are the ones of the مد اللازم الحرفي that take 6 counts. For al-ayn you can extend it for 4 or 6 counts because it has lean ayn. So you can say ayn sin qaf, or ayn sin qaf. Okay, 4 or 6 counts, and the 6 counts take priority. So basically we focus on these ones. So المثقل, example, mad letter plus idgham sound, ألف لام ميم. مخفف, mad letter plus سكون sound, like كاف, there's no idgham after it. عين, there's إخفاء but no idgham, so this is also مخفف. صاد مخفف as well. Read and analyze. You can do this exercise inshallah until we meet together tomorrow inshallah in the same time. جزاكم الله خيرا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.